Once you've created your business card, what you're going to do is export that. Let's go to File, Export, and export that as a PDF. And then you want to make sure that you go under Marks and Bleeds, choose Crop Marks, and if you have a bleed, you want to make sure that you use your document bleed setting. Then you're going to create a new 8.5 by 11 document in InDesign. If you have a two-sided business card, you're going to want to create your document with 2 pages. So if you go to File, New Document, make that 8.5 by 11 with 2 pages, uncheck facing pages. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to set up 8 business cards on this page. So I'm going to go to File, Place. I'm going to go to my business card, and I want to make sure that I show import options, especially if I'm doing a front and a back. So I'm going to hit open, and I have a front and a back, so I'm going to do page 1 first. So as long as I'm on page 1, so you can see here's my page 2, as long as I'm on page 1 and it says previewed pages, then I can import just that page. You also want to make sure that you have your trim marks in here. So if I choose different options in here, then it will crop it differently. So I want to make sure I'm on media so that I get all of my trim marks in there. I'm going to hit OK, and I'm just going to place. I'm not going to drag, I'm just going to click once. It doesn't really matter where, but kind of up in the corner here. I'm going to hold Option and Shift. I'm going to drag this, so Option's going to make a copy of it. Shift is going to keep it in alignment until these 2 lines intersect, and you saw that they turned green when they intersected. I'm going to select these 2. I'm going to hold Option and drag down. I'm also going to hold Shift to keep it in alignment. I'm going to drag these down until these 2 lines intersect. And then I can drag all 4 of these down to make 8 copies of that business card. Then I'm going to group this. So select it, group it, and then I'm going to come up here to my alignment tools. If you do not see this bar, go to Window and Control so that you can see your control bar. And I want to make sure with this button right here, I want to make sure that that is aligned to page. And then I want to line that vertically and horizontally so it's in the center of the page. This isn't horribly important if you're printing just one side of the business card, but it's detrimental if you are doing this if you have 2 sides. So then to do the second side or the back side of the business card, I'm going to kind of do the same thing. So I'm going to go to File, Place. I'm going to go to my file again, make sure that Show Import Options is selected. That's going to allow me to select page 2. And then make sure that your crop marks and your bleed are in there. I'm going to hit OK. Again, I'm just going to click. I'm not dragging. I'm going to hold Option and drag to make a copy, but I'm also going to hold Shift to keep them in alignment, and then make sure that they intersect each other. Do the same thing, then grab all 4 of them. And I'm going to group them and align them on the page. You have to make sure they're aligned on the page so that they print on the front and the back together. Then to print this, you're going to go to File, Print. Make sure that you're choosing the lab printer, and then make sure you go under Setup and make sure that it's letter size paper. Your page position, I would center that. And then you're going to come down here to the printer. Click on that box. You can click on Don't Show Again if this comes up. And what we're going to do here is we're going to click on Two-Sided. And then we're also going to go under Paper and Quality. And we want to make sure that our media type is set to cardstock. Because we're printing on a laser printer, we want to make sure that paper warms up enough so that that toner adheres to the paper properly because it uses heat. And then go ahead and hit print. And then before you hit print again, you're going to want to make sure that you put cardstock into the printer, then come back and hit print one final time.